These are a few of the models that use the double reservoir power filler system. The problem of leakage caused by variation in pressure or temperature has always been one of the fountain pen's major drawbacks. These variations are caused by differences in pressure at high altitude, for example in the mountains or on a plain, or when there is an abrupt change from low to high temperature. These variations cause the air in the reservoir to expand, and this, in turn, causes the ink to spill out of the nib. The greater the change in pressure, the greater the leakage, and at the same time, the greater the quantity of air in the reservoir, the greater the amount of ink that's going to leak from the nib. Our patented system allows you to fill your pen with as much ink as you like, the quantity of ink you fill it with depending solely on the size of the pen and the plunger, but it prevents any ink from leaking because the volume of ink in actual contact with the nib is minimal. Unscrew the blind cap. Pull the plunger out fully. Dip the nib into the ink right up to the grip section. Press the pen's plunger down with one swift, firm movement. Count to 5 to allow the pen to fill. Screw the blind cap back on, then remove the pen from the ink. Wipe any excess ink off the nib and grip section. You can see the ink in the transparent reservoir. Your pen is now ready for use. When the ink is finished and the small reservoir is empty, it's time to fill it again. Unscrew the blind cap, making sure the nib is pointing upwards. Turn the pen upside down to allow the ink to flow from the large reservoir to the smaller one. Then screw the blind cap back on. Your pen is once again ready for use. Just to recap, if you want to use your pen while on board an aircraft, fill the small reservoir before departure. If you don't, then empty it to ensure that the small reservoir contains no ink. Allow all the ink to flow into the large reservoir. This will leave you with a pen that is, to all intents and purposes, empty, as indicated by the empty reservoir.